Today I interviewed PastaComa, or you can just call her PastaComa. It's up to you. Before we begin, I did get you some Dunkin. Yeah, you don't have to thank me. No, don't worry. It was nothing. Sorry, just idea. You know, my birthday was in July. I turned 18. You know, maybe your gift to me, because I got you Dunkin, because I'm so kind, is subscribing. Because we're almost to 500 subscribers. No? No, yeah, no, forget us anything. It's fine. I mean, I don't even care. As normal, question timestamps are in the description. Hope you enjoy. Make sure to like and subscribe. Check out Josie if you haven't already. Let's go. Before we begin, how are you? How's your life free of college? Is there any changes? How's adult life?
So far, like the day after which by the way, let me just say as a blanket statement, I'm like 90% sure I graduated. I didn't go to my, I passed everything. But I've had a lot of run-ins with the school being like, oh, one more thing. Until I have my diploma in my hand, I don't want to like be like, woo. But like I celebrated that weekend like with my family and it was really great. And then the moment I came home, I realized that all of my computer stuff was broken because what happened was, I'll give you the intel. I was on my walking pad. I do a lot of my work like walking at my desk, and I was having a drink next to me and I fell off of my walking pad and I spilled the drink on my keyboard, which I unfortunately had done before and it was fine. So what I did was I just like put my computer in like a little tent formation because I was like, oh well, all the, you know, liquid will just come out, like, and it worked like for multiple days after that. Like everything was fine. And then I went to go edit a video and I couldn't get my computer to turn on. It kept making this like clicking noise. It was kind of a sick beat, honestly. And I went to go, this is a whole thing, I won't get, anyway, basically long story short, the protection plan that I had purchased for my computer wasn't real. So Best Buy, in case anyone watching has a Best Buy Total Rewards, they don't cover MacBooks unless you also are paying for Apple Care. So they told me they couldn't fix my computer. So basically the last few weeks I've just been buying a computer and then it didn't work. I bought an iMac and then none of my footage would render at all. So I just ended up with the same laptop I had before.
For those who may not know you, who are you, and what was your Dunkin' order today?
Oh my gosh, that's such a great question. I am Josie, but I go by PastaComa. A lot of people don't know my real name because I always forget to introduce myself. So whenever I say my name, people are always like, what? But it's PastaComa. A lot of people just call me Pasta. I make YouTube videos about schoolwork mostly, but now I've hopefully graduated. Fingers crossed, hopefully that works out. But I'm kind of known for procrastinating, doing things, and then doing things very quickly. And that's kind of my shtick. My Dunkin' order, which is a great question. I actually switched back. So I was doing just a whole milk latte for a while, and now I am back to cold brew with cream. I never get sugar in my coffee. I don't think it needs it, but I will occasionally get that butter pecan syrup when they have it, but they don't have it right now.
So what is it now?
Right now it is a cold brew with cream. Very simple. Extra ice too, because I only like drinks if they're like freezing cold. The flavor I want is freezing.
How would you describe your content in 3 words?
Kind of super stressful.
How would you describe yourself in 3 words?
Fun, cool. I don't know. Fun, cool, funny. I think I'm funny.
Super awesome. What was the content one you said? Super stressful.
Super stressful. All of those.
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah, all of them. Sorry.
No, don't apologize. This is your interview.
That's my 3rd word. I'm just
yeah.
So sorry.
Yeah. Of course. TikTok is a big reason for you beginning on YouTube, and it's such a fascinating story. Can you give us a rundown of how that happened?
Yes. So I was in a college class, funny enough, called Engaging Audiences. And the plan of the class was essentially to create a YouTube channel. And it was really weird because he had super strict rules about what he wanted the videos to be. And he wanted every video to be less than 4 minutes and have a super specific like niche we were trying to go after, which is not really like my thing. And I tried to propose like, oh, I'll just make comedy videos or like vlogs. And then he said, well, what makes you so special? And I was like, I don't know. So then I was like, fine, I'll do cooking, because cooking videos are just easy. They're kind of lazy. You can just do like, I'm not saying that to all cooking people, but like if you have to make a video, it's like, I mean, if you guys go back, they're still on the channel. If anyone goes back and watches those, it's like stuffed pepper recipe, but it's just like rice and cheese and a bell pepper. And I was like, what do you guys think? But we had to present them to class, and we had to present our channels as a whole with like the thumbnail, with like everything like banner. And so I was like, this will be so much cooler if I get up there and I have people actually like engaging on it. So I don't really post on TikTok that often. So I just went went on there and was kind of like, hey, can you guys subscribe? Like whatever. And my goal was to get 100 subscribers before my presentation, which was the next day. I went in for like that day and I woke up that morning with like 500 subscribers or something. And I'm like ready to present. I'm so excited. But then it gets moved to next week. And I'm like, that sucks because we ran out of time. And I believe the day I presented, by that point, YouTube had commented on the video, like the verified YouTube account had been like, we give you an A+. And I think the day I presented, I had like 14,000 subscribers on the channel, which like was kind of the best possible outcome to ever have. And I mean, I was obsessed with looking at that thing. Like, you know, like you can go on YouTube and they'll like give you the live subscriber count. I was glued. I was like, oh my God, this is the coolest thing to ever happen in my life. And the presentation itself was like really weird because everyone went up and everyone like had nobody on their channel. And then my videos had like 1,000 views each. I was like proud of it, but also it was like really awkward because everyone in my class was like, why? Yeah, I was like, I guess I'm just like so famous. And my professor literally did not care, which was so disappointing because I was hoping he'd be like, wow, I guess you really are special. And it would like be like this big full circle moment. And instead it was just me being like, yep. But I did get an A+.
What were your expectations for that TikTok? When you posted that and then closed the app, what was the thought process?
I was on the phone with a friend of mine because I was like, should I do that? Like, should I try? And they were like, yeah, that'd be funny. Like maybe like people, like friends of yours would subscribe. I was like, true. I remember like setting the goal of like 100 would be really cool was what I said. And then I was like texting them as it went up like that night. And I think it was like 300 in the morning. And I was like cheesing. I was like, this is the best thing in the entire world. I did not think that people, like that many people would actually subscribe, never mind like verified accounts would respond to it. But I also never expected those people to like be interested in me making more videos. Because at first the comments were all like, great cooking, give her a good grade. Like they were just being like encouraging, which is awesome. Like that was like so cool. But then a lot of people were like, hey, like you're actually like, I would watch your videos if you did something else. And that was like beyond expectations. I feel like it's funny when a lot of people say like, oh, I never expected in a million years. Cause like you kind of did. Like you posted it, like you were hoping. So my wildest dream was very happy in that situation. Yeah.
You did mention this in the story, how your teacher said, what makes you so special? Crazy line, by the way, but I guess it's college. What did you think when you first heard that? Did you like completely throw out vlog stuff in general? And then now that you're making vlog content, has your sentiment changed on that statement?
I feel like something that I thought of a lot for a really long time, because I always wanted to make videos, but I always thought like, well, what makes me so different from everyone else doing it? Like, what would I add? And then one day, I think it was honestly around when he said that, I realized I'm like, well, that's kind of the same argument for the other reason. What makes me so different that I couldn't be fun? You know what I mean? So it's kind of like a switch of it. But also, I feel like I had like a one-sided villain origin story with this guy, because I was like, oh, you don't think? But like, it probably was such like a passing thing in his head. I didn't really change like how I viewed anything. I don't know. I kind of just always thought what I was doing was like silly.
Did the username PastaComa come purely from the fact that you're doing cooking videos for the chat or class?
No, it's been my username since my freshman year of college, so 2021. I started it because I used to go to a different school and I lived right near the cafeteria and they had a pasta bar, and I had a really hard time in college just all around, but at that other school I was miserable. And one thing that would be like my highlight of my day is I would go to the pasta bar and just get as much as they would like possibly give you, because they would just make it, and then I'd eat all of it at once and then sleep for like 7 hours, and I'd call it my PastaComa. And then one time I said that and I was like, that's kind of fun, that has a good ring. And at the time I was making a different TikTok account because I had one that I had made when I was younger and like all my family followed it, and I was like, I don't want that, so I was making a new one. And I was also gonna try to Twitch stream at that time, but I played The Sims once and couldn't figure out how to screen share and then never went back to it. That's where PastaComa came from. I mean, I did eventually, but that's where PastaComa came from. Yeah.
I feel like I should mention it because I feel like it was aimed at me. I feel like you actually hate me because of it.
Oh my God. You know what's so funny? I didn't know if that was you or not until after. I was like, oh no, that's the saddest thing ever. I literally got that message the moment I had said bye, like my time, because there's a little bit of delay. I did, hey, if you look, I did say I'm so sorry.
I totally thought you meant SOS, like your computer was exploding. But I realized right before we started recording, oh, that's so sorry. That's
yes.
not...
So sorry. I was just typing so fast. I was like, oh my god.
Who are your inspirations?
Ooh, I really like Drew Gooden, Danny Gonzalez, Curtis Connor, them. My favorite YouTuber is Drew Monson. He doesn't really post that often anymore. As a kid, I religiously watched Jenna Marbles, but she no longer posts either.
There definitely is like an old YouTube aesthetic to the run of your videos. They're all, and also the fact that they're shorter, I think makes them so much more accessible. Is it because you run out of footage, or do you like to just make them short?
Honestly, it's a little bit of both, because most of my videos have about 4 hours of footage, but I really love to talk. And a lot of the time what happens is I'll go on some sort of tangent that doesn't really make a ton of sense if you don't have the whole thing. And then I'm like, I'm not gonna leave 15 minutes of me talking about this in here. So I just get rid of all of it. And then it's kind of like, which is why a lot of people in my videos are like, you never really show us what you're doing. And I'm like, no, I did. I just like, it's just not there anymore. Honestly, and then I get like compliments that the videos are shorter. They're easier to manage. Like I do like the rough cut, and then I only have to do like the crazy edits. Like my most recent video was 19 minutes long, and that was the worst editing experience I've ever had. Like I just wanted to cry because it just took so long that by the time I uploaded it, I was like, I hate this and no one's gonna like it. And this is because I'm like so tired of myself. It's like a mix of like, it's easier to do 8 minutes and also people like it. So it's kind of a win-win for both situations.
Was making content always an interest to you?
Yes, I started out when I was 9 and I made American Girl doll stop motions, and I didn't know how to edit. So what I would do is I would take all the photos and then upload those to a computer and then use my like little video camera to record myself clicking through and then talking the voices for everyone.
Are they still up?
Yeah.
That's a lost media that has to be found.
Yeah, I know. If someone finds it, I'll pay you money to never show it to anybody. No, but my parents, luckily, thank God, had a super strict rule around like, we don't want you on the internet until you're older. And at the time, I was like, they're clipping my wings. I would like Google Disney Channel audition and like send it to my parents, be like, please, like, can we go? And they'd be like, this is obviously a scam. But as a kid, I was like in theater, but I was never very good. I was always the ensemble, which is still a part, but my favorite role was when I was in The Little Mermaid. I was the shelf in Part of Your World. So I like held my arm out and then would like move it. And then in the next scene in Kiss the Girl, I kid you not, I was the wind. That was the name. And I like moved branches around. So, but yeah, I always wanted to make videos. I always wanted people to like watch what I was doing. I got really into like Video Star, like if anyone knows that, the music video platform. That was really my thing for a while. I spent all of my like allowance money on getting all the like special effects for that. And that's kind of how I learned to edit. Do you know, you're making faces.
Sorry, I'm like, I remember that so clearly and I thought like no one remembered it. I have like 50 lip sync videos. Not good, just clicking through the filters. I never knew the words to a song, so I would act like
you didn't. No, you didn't need to. You don't need to. If you remember too, there was like that homepage where you could be like featured, and my parents were like, you could be on that, like, because nobody's on this fucking app. Like, you can be on this if you want to. So that was like my goal. I never made it, but yeah, I always wanted to make videos, and I kind of did. I've had like 4 or 5 YouTube channels, but it always ended up that they never really had more than like the subscribers that were just like my friends, and then my friends wouldn't watch them. And then in middle school, people would watch them in front of me in class, like to make fun of them. I didn't know at the time they were making fun of me. Looking back, it was definitely targeted, but I didn't really like that, so I kind of just stopped.
Did you like make videos outside of that you just didn't post, or was there like something you used that talent on that wasn't necessarily YouTube?
Yeah, so I went to a performing arts high school, so I did a lot of theater. Like that was kind of like my number one thing, was like live performance. Felt like I was, you know, really honing my art and my craft and my very, very bad monologues that I was. For a while they were like spoken word. Like, oh my, if there's so much footage of me somewhere that someone's gonna find someday, and it's gonna be horrible. But no, it was a lot of fun. And honestly, once TikTok started becoming a thing, I got really, really into that because it was super easy to get followers, you know, on it. I think it's funny because it's like I had followers on that, but no one ever followed or like liked anything I did. It was just like they hit that button because I don't know, I did 16. I did one of those like, this is how you become viral on TikTok. And then everyone was like, yeah, and they like followed me, and then no one ever like participated with anything else I ever did. But yeah, that was kind of my like creative outlet.
Do you ever, I mean, you've definitely faced burnout, I'm assuming, in
oh my god, yeah.
How do you go about facing that?
I get comments and stuff, people being like, oh, it's like I can't believe you did all this. Like you did it like with a smile. It's like all of the crying is edited out for the most part. Like when I get burnt out, I get really upset that I'm burnt out because I don't want to. I mean, who does? So I feel like usually what happens is like I'll get burnt out and then I'll get super mad that I'm burnt out. And then I'll be so sad that all my dreams are over and I'm never gonna do anything again. And then I'll have like a morning of like, you know what? No. But you just have to go through the 7 stages of grief. And then eventually you're like, like, I guess I'll try. And then it normally picks back up from there, which isn't really great advice, but I guess just wait it out.
What are your thoughts when filming a video, when editing a video, then when releasing a video?
When filming a video, I'm like, I'm the funniest person in the entire world. This is awesome. When editing it, I hate myself. I actually like have so many instances where like I have to watch the video I'm like editing as if I am not the person in the video, because I'm like, you're so annoying. And like, if I feel that way all the time, like I'll never upload it. But usually what happens is like the rough cut, which is just like, you know, without the effects and stuff, I'm like, oh, like this is great. This is gonna be a great video. But then once I watch it like 1,000 times to add like an Uncrustable floating away for some reason, I'm like, this is the dumbest thing you've ever posted. And then once I upload it, I'm like, this is the one where everyone's like, you missed it. Like, we don't like this, and everyone's gonna unsubscribe. And I'm always surprised. I'm like, oh, oh, they liked this one.
Do you scroll through? Because I mean, there's definitely, you do a lot of interaction with comments, at least that's what it seems like. Do you go through that a lot, or is it kind of just you try not to?
I usually, like, the day that everything is like uploading, I usually don't look at it too much because I need to like not hate it anymore. But usually the next day I try to answer as many comments as I can, just because I think it's fun. Like, I still kind of can't get over the fact that people are like watching and like engaging with what I'm doing. I'm like, you watch the whole thing? Like, it's like, it like freaks me out. People are like, oh, the piano, because I usually end my videos with like a piano crashing on me. Anytime someone mentions that, I'm like, you watched 8 minutes of this? And it's like kind of like, but I love reading comments. I feel like I'm really lucky. I get mostly very positive comments. Usually the only like mean comments I get are like, you're stupid. Like, they're like the most basic, like, it's like, yeah, I know. Like, a lot of my school videos, people were like, you shouldn't have a degree, and if you were a science major, you would never survive. And I'm like, you're right, which is why I'm in communication. I mean, it's just so cool. I can't get over the fact that people watch and then want to say something to me. So I try my best to respond and read everything.
How do you go about balancing content creation with life?
I've made this joke before where it's like, if there's not a video about it, I probably didn't do it. All of my schoolwork has been recorded because I'm like, if I have to do it, like I have to, you know, make it into a video. To not make myself sound like a total loser, I kind of do nothing right now. I feel like it's really easy to juggle life and content creation if all of your content, well, video making stuff is about your life, because you can kind of just, and I edit on my walking pad, so it's like I'm getting my steps in and doing that, you know, it works out.
Is that easy to do? I mean, I'm guessing it's semi-mindless.
It's a skill. I mean, I did fall off and break everything not that long ago.
You've shown clips before of videos you ended up filming but never finishing for one reason or another. How many would you say you filmed but never released?
For every video I upload, there's probably like 2 I started and gave up on. But normally I film the intro, and then as I start doing the thing, I don't know, like sometimes I'll record and I'll say something like really not funny, and then I'll be like, you're so dumb, and then I'll just scrap the whole thing, and then I have to start again the next day. I'm like a little bit in my head a lot. I don't know if that comes across like, but yeah, I start and give up on a lot, but I think it's for good reason. A lot of the time people are like, oh, you should just upload it anyway. I never want to upload something that I feel like I'm being a bummer in, because who wants to turn on like an 8-minute video and have the whole thing just be like me, like, guys, I just can't. Like, it's like, I want to do, there's enough of people complaining. If I'm going to complain, I want to do it in a silly way, not in like, I'm actually currently upset kind of way.
What's your favorite part of content creation?
I don't know. I really like to edit. Editing's always been my favorite. I worked as a video editor for a long time, so every time I edit for myself, it feels like a really cool, like, oh my god, I can just do anything. Like, I can make this explode if I wanted to, and like, no one can tell me no. Also, there's like a gnat going around. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. Yeah, I'm sorry. I left my door open again today. I do it a lot. My dog likes to sit on the porch, so I just leave the door open, and then I forget when I leave, and then there's bugs. Anyway, what was the question? I don't know. I like to edit it, and then I like to see people's reactions. I think it's really cool when people comment about specific things I do, just because it's like, it's just cool that people want to watch it, and I try not to take that for granted. But yeah, I think editing's my favorite part, and just being able to like see the final project come together, especially if it's something I initially hated, and then I finish it, and then I'm like, oh wait, I kind of like how this turned out. It's exciting.
Was there a video that did really well that you kind of hated?
Yeah, the first video, the one where I did an entire semester in 3 days, the first time I did it again. A couple weeks prior, I had uploaded a video called doing an entire college class in 24 hours because I'd found out about a class and I didn't know, so I just did all of it at once. And that video got like 4,000 views, which was the most amount of views I had ever gotten, ever, besides like the beginning ones, once people, you know, from TikTok saw them. And so I was like, wait, that's really cool. Like, people liked this. this, like maybe I should try to do it again. And I kind of had that in my head. And then when I actually went to go do all my schoolwork, I saw how much stuff I had to do and I just wanted to die. And then I was like, I guess I'll record it anyway. And so I recorded this, you know, the whole video of me doing all of it. And then I let it sit for so long. I had recorded that at the beginning of December and or maybe like I don't even know, it was like the end of the semester. And I edited it a couple weeks later. And I just remember being like, I don't like this video. I think it's super boring. Half of it's like ASMR of me in the library being like, I don't know what to do. So I was like, nobody's gonna watch this. I'm like, this sucks. But I was like, you know what? When I spent all the time editing it and going through the footage and all that stuff, I was like, whatever, like it doesn't matter. And there was like maybe 12 consistent viewers at that time. So I was like people who like, you know, engaged. I was like, well, maybe they'll like it. I'll like see whatever. So I uploaded that. And then that video, it is biggest video ever posted ever and is like what I attribute everything to now. So I think it's really cool. I think it's a good lesson to remember that, like, you know, even if you hate something, that doesn't mean that everyone else will. But I do think back a lot about being like, I don't think I'm gonna upload this. And it's like, what if I didn't?
With the growth in your audience and everything, has it ever felt like there was more pressure to post even when it was kind of like you didn't want to?
Honestly, I think that it's like, I don't really feel pressured to post, but I feel a little bit of pressure of like when I post for it to be good. I have like a super big fear because everyone's been so friendly to me that I'm gonna disappoint them. And like, it's gonna be this thing of like, every time I stream or I post or I'm recording, I just imagine myself in a room and everyone's just sitting there and everyone's silent. Nobody's laughing, nobody's doing anything. And I try to imagine it like that. And it's terrifying. And I'm just so nervous because the response has been so great and everyone's been so supportive. I'm so worried that like, I'm gonna post something, people are gonna be like, maybe I had the wrong impression about her, which I know like, that's like the number one thing people tell you, like you shouldn't think about what people think of you. I think of like specific viewers I see comment and I think I'm like, if they hated me one day, like that would break my heart. I feel pressure, but it's very much like me worried about like every time I upload something and it does well, I think like, wow, that's great. And then I go to record something again. I'm like, I'm never gonna be as funny as I was in the last video. And then I do that and then it does well. And then the next, it's like the same thing. I always think that the thing I do is gonna be horrible. And then when it does well, I don't remember how to be horrible again. So then it's just kind of a constant cycle. I don't know. I think I need to like start going for more walks and like maybe calm down a little bit just in general.
What made you continue to hit the upload button after all the TikTok like hype had worn down? Because you did say you weren't gonna post ever, so.
Yeah, I had always wanted to make videos, but had no reason to because I was like, I am very do it anyway. Don't do it because people are watching you because it's like, that's not the point. You're supposed to be doing it because you like it. But YouTube videos that you spend hours editing and trying to make funny and good, and then you upload it and like 4 people see it, it's discouraging. Like even if you're enjoying the whole video making process, it still sucks to see that nobody's acknowledging the hard work that you did. So that's how I felt for a while on like the other YouTube channels I'd had. Even if 20,000 people weren't watching, by the end of like all that hype, I had 20,000 subscribers just from the TikTok. And I was like, that's a really good base of like people to have. And every video I uploaded was getting like 200 views, which was bananas for me. So I was like, okay, well, if 200 people are seeing this, that's totally worth all of the time I'm putting into it. So that's what kind of made me keep going. And then once there was like 5 people that consistently commented, I was like, I make these videos for these 5 people. And that if that's what it is, then that's all that matters to me. But I think it was just like good motivation to like continue doing something I enjoyed.
You did kind of mention this where like seeing there isn't much interaction, you get discouraged. You did make jokes about this in videos where you lost a lot of subscribers after the hype had worn down. Was that something that affected you, or did you just kind of know that was how it would be?
I kind of knew that was gonna happen just because kind of it's the same way I'm kind of expecting that to happen now too. Like once I stop making videos about school, I'm curious how many people will stick around. I mean, obviously I hope, you know, everyone does, but also I understand kind of like, hey, if it's not your niche anymore, but like it is funny. It's just funny to open your YouTube analytics and have YouTube be like, something you're doing is not doing well, because it's like you're losing hundreds of subscribers and you're not even posting anything. So it's like, did you get canceled? Like, what did you do? It doesn't really hurt my feelings because it's like, I don't know. It's like for all those people leaving, like there are people still watching. So that's kind of all that matters. As long as one person is consistently supporting me, then that's kind of all that I think will stick in my brain.
But now we got an acting challenge. We're gonna do an acting challenge right now.
Okay.
So your content blew up very quickly. If you told yourself from 2 to 3 years ago about everything, how do you think you would react? I'm gonna be you modern day, and you're gonna be you 2 to 3 years ago reacting to this information. What would you say? Yo, I'm Josie. What, I have
so
75,000 subscribers. Isn't that crazy?
What?
How'd you get in here?
That was so fast. I didn't have time to think about it. I'd probably be like, why are you saying yo? Like, who are you? Who did you become?
Well, the fame really changed you.
I'd probably go, I don't know. I wasn't ready to act. I didn't warm up.
Yeah.
I don't know. Um,
I tried a bit,
uh,
the bit failed.
I think I'd be terrified. I'd be like, huh?
If you like knew your content would blow up someday, would you have started sooner? Like, or do you think the TikTok was like the perfect indicator?
Truly, I think that everything happened at the best time. Literally a year and a half before all of that, or probably like a little bit, probably 2.5 years. I had a YouTube channel that used to be my vlog channel, or it is my vlog channel and used to be my main channel. And I watched those videos back and I want to hit that girl with a broom so hard. Like I want her to knock out. Like me a couple years ago was the most annoying person on the planet. I was just so negative about everything. Just like everything was horrible. And like honestly, at that time, kind of for me. But like also shut up. Like I don't know. And I'm really happy that I didn't become like successful then, because I think that it would be like I would hate for people to know that version of me. And I feel a lot better about myself as a person. And I'm thankful that everything happened when it did, because I think I would be known for being 10 times more annoying than I am. People might hear that and be like, she was more annoying than she is now. Like I was just so
No one's
like
saying
imagine
that. No one's
no
saying
I'm
that.
saying like imagine that like I feel like I have a lot of energy, but like it was like this amount of energy, but everything was horrible. Like everything I said was just the most negative thing in the world. It's like, girl, take a walk again, take a walk, get some air.
Do you have a favorite video of yours?
I liked the Valentine's Day vlog I filmed because I don't know why. I think I just like recorded it on like a one-off of like, oh, I should post something because I haven't posted in a while. But then I just thought it was silly. Like I liked the way, and I was also in a really horrible mood that day, but recording, like I'm one of those people where like if I'm in a really bad mood, but I'm talking to someone and they're not talking about why I'm in a bad mood, I like forget completely. Like I just like fly brain. I'm like, actually everything is awesome and I love my life. So I think like that was the first time I was ever able to do that with the camera of like no one responding back. But I was like, maybe if I just pretend like everything is super funny, then it will be. And I just like felt really great that day. And it felt like kind of the same as if like you're on the phone with a friend and you forget. So I was like, that's actually really cool that I kind of have that in a way that not a lot of other people do, where I don't need a friend to do that. I can just like do it on my own. Yeah, so I really like that video. Ooh, or I also really like the video where I put gibbies all around my apartment. Yeah, I thought that video was like so funny, and like nobody liked it. Like, I mean, people did, but it didn't do as well as I was hoping it to do. See, people always ask me like, why Gibby? And honestly, just because like the tapestries were cheap on Amazon is really the only reason that Gibby was chosen for that.
I mean, would you say those one-off videos like the Valentine's Day one, the Gibby one, the wedding one, do you prefer just doing random one-off things?
Honestly, I kind of like the school ones better because I am getting stuff done that I need to do rather than creating a problem for myself. When I make like the wedding video, I was just like, okay, cool, like video's done. And then my entire house was like decorated for a wedding and I had an entire cake and nobody to eat it. Nobody to eat. I ate the whole cake in like a short period of time. That was crazy. I don't do well when I have a ton of food in my house, because I'm like, I'll just have that for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like, I mean, I got a cake. But I like spend money on those, and like I spent like $40. I don't make that back. I think I like the more productive videos too, because I also feel like people watch those and they tell me it helps them get work done. So I feel like I'm like, okay, good. Like I did this and it helped me out and it helped someone else out. But like the video that I'm editing right now that will hopefully go up eventually, I don't know, because everything's being so weird. My fish passed away and I threw him a Viking funeral. Yeah, it's really sad. So I threw him a Viking funeral.
I'm almost smiling, but like not because the fish died. Where did the on-running joke of life is a highway come from?
I thought it would be funny if like the scenes cut had like a transition of me like driving, and it was always kind of like I drove and I got in a car accident was always kind of my initial plan, was like I was driving and my car like blows up. Every time.
Every video.
That was kind of like what I wanted to do. But then I chose Life as a Highway because I was thinking, I was like, well, that's the only song I can think about when it comes to cars, because it's the Cars song. So I was like, I'll just do that. And then the first video I did it in, like there were so many comments, people just going, Life is. So I was like, I gotta stick with that. I gotta stick with that. But I did get copyright claimed by Rascal Flats or whatever his name is. And they were like, you can't use this much of the song anymore. So I downloaded a sped up version and now I just do it shorter. And they haven't come at me yet.
Hi, Oswald.
I was gonna say, do you want me to grab him? Let me put the headphones on before he runs away. Hey, buddy.
That's awesome. That's my goat.
Yeah, this is the guy.
When did you get him before the content, right?
I got Oswald right after my freshman year. I don't know what he wants right now. He's like trying to stand up. I got him my freshman year of college because I was just like, I need something else to take care of because I'm losing my mind. And so, yeah, I got a puppy, which is probably the worst idea in the entire world. It worked out for me, I think. I mean, he's a little annoying, especially videos. There is so much footage of just him barking and me just being like waiting for him to stop. Actually, I have Greenies right here because I kind of suspected. I took him on a 2.5-hour walk before this interview because I was hoping he would like be quiet.
Die. Or not die. I
like-
don't know. Sleep.
Whoa, okay.
That was like instinctual. I didn't mean it.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Yeah, he didn't. Good thing I have headphones on. He'd be pretty
Yeah.
upset. All right, well.
I regretted that so fast. Wow.
It's okay. It's okay. I
Yeah,
got
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Well, now we're even about the me ending stream the moment you show up
Oh,
because
yeah,
you want my dog to die, and you also laughed at my fish dying too. What the hell? You know what? I'm out of here.
This interview's over.
I don't want to answer any more questions.
Do you have any plans moving forward now that you've graduated?
I want to keep making videos. A lot of people keep messaging me being like, I'm really gonna miss you uploading. And I'm like, I still want to. If you want to watch, it's okay. I kind of want to just do like more of like the silly stuff. Like I'm throwing the Viking funeral, of course, for Timmy Shimmy. My house is also super messy and people like the like productivity stuff. And I think a lot of people like when I do it because everything is always 10 times worse for me than it is. And I'm not saying like in life, I just mean in general when it comes to like cleaning or like schoolwork. People are like, I feel so behind, but they have like 2 projects to do. And I'm like, I haven't done anything at all. People like feel a lot better. Any cleaning video I've ever made, people are like, wow, your house is so disgusting. I feel so much better. And it's like, it's kind of a compliment, but it's also like, okay, like I'm aware, you know, I don't really mind. So probably stuff like that. Like I haven't cleaned out my closet since I moved in and I've kind of just been throwing stuff in there and that was October. So that could be fun. Or no, I did because I turned it into Switzerland. So probably like, I just moved everything that was out back in. I've just been adding stuff. I'm one of those people that like, if someone's coming over, I'm like, crap, I have to like get everything out of here. So just throw everything in one, you know, section. I never know where anything is and it's really stressful. So maybe I'll do like a series where I like get it together, you know? Yeah, get my life together. I'll clean, maybe like eat good. Maybe I'll even cook. Oh my God, who knows? I don't know. I think I'm just gonna do whatever feels like it's gonna be fun. And then hopefully the people that want to stick around will watch it. And then if everyone wants to unsubscribe, like it's fine.
What are your goals for this year and like next year, if you really have any for next year?
My goals for this year is to like figure out a little bit of what I'm doing. Maybe find like a new niche or like series that everyone kind of agrees that they think is fun. I think would be nice. I'd like to post on the vlog channel more consistently and stream more consistently because I really like to stream, but I like get nervous about it when I don't for a while because I'm like, what if I come back and same thing, everyone's just like, where you been? You know, I want to play The Sims and do like a Sim series too because I did a Sim series on stream for a while, but I never like uploaded the VOD. So if you missed an episode, you had no clue what was going on. So I think that would be fun. And then also like just another thing to post. If I could ever in my life have that 100,000 subscriber plaque, I feel like that would complete my like, I've been making fake plaques, like fake subscriber plaques since I was probably like 10 years old. So I think actually owning one would be like a very full circle. Like I felt like I completed a dream and also like get a job. Like I need to like have some more, like I don't think I ever want YouTube to be like my full-time thing because it's really fun and I kind of want to keep that way. And I feel like if I looked at it as like a way to make money or something that I actually had to like pay attention to like the analytics and stuff like that more for just like, do people like it rather than like, I won't like eat this month if people didn't. Like I just feel like that would ruin all of the fun of it. So probably find a job. Boring answer.
You mentioned in one of your videos that you went to college for marketing.
Yeah, marketing and advertising.
Are you going to be able to use that degree at all?
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to work for like an advertising agency. One thing I really don't want to do though is social media work. I did social media work for a long time. And I mean, obviously I still kind of do, like, because it's for me. But I think the same thing. It's like when your livelihood depends on something doing well and people like liking it and making money from it, it ruins all of the like whimsy. And I know all the like, oh, you do this to optimize your, and does some of it work sometimes? Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's like if the stuff you're doing is going to do well because it's like it's done well and people like it, and every other like push towards it, it's like it's ingenuine, you know? Oswald really disagreed with that one. He's been trying to get his TikTok to blow up for a while. He's gonna be a dentist. Sorry.
No, yeah, no, don't apologize.
He wants to be a dentist. That's kind of his thing. Yeah.
He's making dentist TikToks, is what you're saying?
Yeah, he's making dentist TikToks.
He has like the fake teeth. He shows how to clean them.
And he doesn't want to talk about it. What do you want?
What advice do you have for anyone watching?
Make it anyway. Actually, I'm gonna probably have to get him really quick. 1 second. He slept the whole time, so I think now he's he's just like pissed. I gave him a box of Cheez-Its. There's no Cheez-Its in it. It's just the box. So hopefully that gives him a minute or two. You might be able to hear him crinkling that in the back. What was the question?
What advice do you have for anyone watching?
Just make stuff. Like I feel like I spent so long being like, what's the best? Sorry, it's gonna make me laugh because you can hear him chewing. I feel like for a really long time I was like, oh, I want to do this, but I want to do this a certain way. So I spent so long trying to plan out what made the most sense, or like what was the best way to format something, or the best way to like make like how is this gonna do well, like even stuff like that. It's like it's just stupid. It's like if it's something can you hear him now? Sorry. It's like if you enjoy it and you want to do it, then you should just do it. And also
Also, I just
don't
saw
get
him
a
in the
dog.
background with like, he was like in it. Oh man.
I feel like maybe I had something super introspective to say, and I don't remember. I have a really hard time staying on topic.
It's honestly
that.
like that's what I
Yeah.
think makes your videos so great. Honestly, it's just because
Thanks.
it's so bingeable and crazy. So
Yeah, thank you so much.
crazy, quirky.
Yeah, that's me. Let me change my 3 words. Crazy,
Yeah.
quirky, and I'm so sorry. Or no, that's my 3 words. I'm
Well,
so sorry.
Final question, and then it's over.
Bummer.
Never again.
Oh, okay.
sorry,
I thought we could be
never.
friends, but
I'm like
you
once
want
again.
you want all my animals to die and you never want to talk to me again. Okay, let's finish this stupid interview. I don't want to do it anymore.
Do I even release this? I'm like such an asshole. Like,
Yes. And then
like
everyone will
Reddit
be like,
stories.
I'm so sorry about PastaComa. Like she's so brave. Yeah.
Am I
It'll
the
be good for me.
asshole? I wish my friends' pets to die. Do you have any final word? Not in a death way. And where can people find you?
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm so sorry, but then I was like, is that a dead joke? But I am so sorry, really. And thank you for having me. This was fun. I had a lot of fun. It's a bummer you never want to talk to me again, but you know what, whatever.
Not true.
And you can find me on YouTube at PastaComa. My Twitch is PastaComa Cooking for cook on there, and then my second channel is Leftover Pasta.